became the starter there down the stretch in the playoffs. Does that feel like something you want to happen, you think will happen? Is what we saw the future of the Thunder lineup?
I don't know. I get paid to play, not coach. So I don't really have to make that decision. I just was doing what was asked of me. I was thrown in the starting role and did my best to hopefully scrounge up 4 wins before they did. Unfortunately, it didn't happen, but that's something that they threw out there.
I remember in Denver earlier this season, you said starting something you want to do, you've been dreaming of since you were younger. I mean, how important is being a starter in the NBA team?
I like to be a starter, I'm not gonna lie. Everybody think point guard's kind of a quirky thing. People like to run the show, so I don't know. That's kind of our nature, feel in control, but definitely enjoy that.
When you look back at this postseason, will you circle that game against Memphis? Is there anything we can still draw off of that heading into next year?
No, I probably circled the last game we had against the Spurs. Some costly turnovers, build up of offensive rebounds for them, missed defensive rebounds, and defensive completions on our part. So that'll probably be the only game that I circle. Like I said, still last night felt like a dream. Felt like I was supposed to wake up and come in today, practice, and hop on a plane. But unfortunately, sitting here doing exit meetings. So.
The last 2 years that we've talked to you on this day, you've been very almost upset about having to say goodbye to this group for a few months. Is this a hard day for you, and why is it so special to be with this group throughout the year?
Yeah, I joked with the trainers that I was probably tired of seeing them, but definitely want to see them for another 3 weeks, which would, by my indication, hopefully be the ones holding the Larry O'Brien trophy. So this day's come a little too early, but it's easy to wake up and do something you love, especially when everybody else feels the same way. Like I said, we normally compete to see who would be the first to the gym, the last one to leave. Kind of have your groups that you go cold tub with, massage, you lift, you spend so much time around another group of guys who just works day in and day out to, be the last one standing. And like I said, 0 for 3 in my career, so hopefully I get one soon, and hopefully we get one. I feel like we work so hard towards it.
Reggie, earlier in the playoffs, with the way that the Spurs are with that veteran group, I can't remember who wrote it, but we had a story that sort of said, maybe this is a sort of reminder to you guys that you can stay together for a long time. Do you sort of, I know it's a business and things change, but do you sort of have those wistful moments when you think, man, I wonder if I could spend my whole career sort of playing with these same guys and see what we could do?
Just live in the moment, really think about that day, how to get better, and like I said, at the end of the year, hoisting a trophy. Didn't really necessarily think that much down the road. All I could do is think about mid-June and us being the last one standing. So, wish we could have found a way. Previous 2 years, wish we could have found a way this year. Hopefully that's possible in the future.
How quickly do you want to
being a 6 man? Are you content being a 6 man?
It's tough. Like I said, I'm really a control freak, so I like to be in control. That's kind of how I am. I think that's how point guards tend to be, kind of quirky. So I like to feel in control, like I kind of running the show.
How important is it to get the contract extension figured out? Is that going to be a priority over the summer, or?
Hopefully we'll sit down and figure things out. That's for July. Right now I'm still just bitter about the way these playoffs ended for us. I think when times come, we'll figure out a way to get it done.
You've taken such strides personally over the last few years with your game. What are your goals for this offseason for you to continue that process?
Probably take 2 weeks off and get back to watching film, figure out ways to get better. Of course, I think a lot of the great ones in this game, especially perimeters, find a mid-range game, finding how to always be aggressive, but when necessarily to get off the ball and when not to, and find the open man. So definitely gonna continue to watch film and find ways to pick and choose spots, and like I said, just find a way to be aggressive, whether offensively and defensively, at all times. Trying to see the game a few more steps ahead and figure out when and when not to go. But for the most part, just becoming more consistent. That's where I'm trying to put in a lot of my work. Stronger, hopefully faster. Only 24, so yeah, I'm blessed to see today. Hopefully, if I can make it that far, and God willing, and just find a way to continue to get better.
Do you consider yourself strictly a point guard or more of a combo guard?
I've ran the show my entire life, so just been a point guard, but I feel like a point guard who could fill it up if need be, just find a way to win.
One problem with that is there's already a point guard here. It's hard to. Everybody's saying it. I mean,
Actually, some people say it different, but.
When you say, you like to be feeling control. I mean, Russell's in control a good part of the time. How well did you two coexist together? Your time on the court. How well can you continue to coexist in the future, playing together at the same time?
We won the first two, starting together. We put in a hell of an effort on the last one, starting together. We both trying to handle the duties of just finding a way to win. It's hella fun competing with Russ. You got a dog in the fight at all times. Somebody who's going to give it his all, trying to find a way. We battled together, so I enjoyed all playoffs with him. I enjoyed the minutes, lives that we had. I just enjoyed the teammates all together. Like I said, not really. I guess I'm not able to think right now into the future. Just still better about last night. Like I said, a few loose balls here and there. We wouldn't be having this talk right now. We would be talking about what it takes to get the win tomorrow.
Reggie, we've all talked about the defense and how it needs to be better at times. What do you feel like you need to do on that end of the floor to be more consistent and bring the effort that, and not even effort, but just the impact that you think that this team needs from you defensively?
Poor closeouts. Definitely got to improve on that. I think it's more mental than anything. When I lock in, I feel like I can pick anybody up for 94 feet. It's not a problem. Just a mental task of doing it and pushing myself beyond the limit, knowing that I can do it both ends of the floor each and every night, each and every possession. So I think that's somewhere where I got to get better at. Just tap into my mental and tell myself I can do it. Maybe the body feels tired, but if the mind's all right, the body will follow. So I got to get better on closeouts, especially when I feel a little fatigue. Too many guys are blowing by me, so I feel like I was kind of a detriment at times with that when I know the team relies on me to lock in and no matter who's in front of me, get a stop.
Why is that such a tough challenge? Not just for you, but, I mean, we've heard people say the same thing for Russ, KD, defensively. Why is it so tough to lock in mentally for 48 minutes? When you guys are so athletic and so young that it seems like it would be natural to be able to just impact the game defensively. Why is that so tough to do consistently?
I don't know. We probably get lost in thinking about things that we have to do offensively for the team at times that we don't necessarily pay as much detail to defense because we know we can go fill up a stat sheet on the offense end. So somewhere we just got to get hungry, got to get better. All of us just got to be more determined to just get it done, to be the best, not just one end of the ball. So I think we got to come out with the mindset that we want to humiliate whoever's in front of us each and every possession. So like I said, no mercy. I think that's what I'm going to work on, just trying to abuse whoever's in front of me night in and night out starting next season.
Reggie, what kind of lasting impact could the way that Russ kept coming back from the knee injuries, the way that Serge came back from the calf injury, I mean, a lot of you guys have talked about sacrifice, especially after Serge's come back, but what kind of lasting impact could that have on you guys as a team, having leaders like that, even you with your ankle, fighting through stuff to play this season?
Nah, my ankle doesn't amount to things that Russ and Serge have been through, and probably KD has been beat up for so many years. Nick, bloody and bruised. Fish, still doing it for so many years, beat up. Perk, and go down the line. So my ankle doesn't amount to anything that they did, but like I said, for me personally, I feel like they were touched by God to come back and be able to be healthy. Ahead of schedule for what most people thought, but they're warriors. They find a way to compete. I think to get to this level, a lot of pro athletes get raised to just find a way to mentally be strong and tough, but those guys never make excuses. They find a way to battle and get it done. So I think it trickles down and makes it easier for everybody to do what they have to do and play through whatever aches they feel. Never want to be mindless of your body and push it past its limit. So we're all still pretty young, so you never want to get to a point where you may not come back or it may be detrimental to your career, but we have one of the best staffs in the league, if not the best, and I think they have kind of our best interest. Of course, you know, you think about the organization, but the relationships we build, I think we trust them to have also our best interests in mind, and I think we do a great job just all together, finding ways to get back ahead of schedule normally or as quickly as possible.
Thanks, Reggie.